Downtown Milwaukee is... And a look at the injury situation. A lot of bodies absent for this team tonight, including a big name. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Jordan is out there with Green. Then it's Joe Harris. Then there's Irving. And it's Harden in at the point. And for Milwaukee, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Middleton in at small forward. Now here is Harris. Irving dishes to Jordan. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1.
Unbelievable. He blew that. Look, guys, no clue what went wrong there.
And DeAndre Jordan, not the same impact center he once was, but he's done a great job of acting as a leader for this team.
Well, you think about DeAndre Jordan's career, Greg, and over the course of time, he's played a number of different roles. What you like about what he did this past season is, even though in a changing role, he still tried to make an impact. That's called being a teammate.
Here's Middleton. James Harden picking up that last basket. Middleton finds Holiday. Double team on Holiday. Middleton for 3. The rebound by Harden.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
DeAndre Jordan, simply a force around the cup. This guy has rare athleticism.
Now here is Holiday. Giannis outside. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
And really, the ceiling for Antetokounmpo is limitless. I mean, he has the potential to be a Hall of Famer one day.
And there it is for him.
Well, that's a nice play. You've got to read the situation and go to your floater game when necessary.
Outside Holiday. Pass to Lopez. Kicks it out to Giannis. Back to Lopez. Brooklyn with the rebound.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
On the wing, Irving. Lobs it up for Jordan. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Jordan's got his second bucket tonight.
80% from the field to start, playing with a ton of confidence.
Middleton drives in. The kick out to Holiday. Over Harden. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
You want to be an NBA point? Take notes on Holiday running that pick and roll. Sometimes taking it yourself is the best option.
Now here's Harden. Here's Jordan. Stolen by Middleton. And Holiday with a clear path to the hoop. Finished off the break. Holiday's got his second bucket.
He's an explosive, athletic guard, and I tell you, the coaching staff must love watching Holiday in the open court.
Outside Jordan. Back to Harden. Now here's Jordan. From outside the arc. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him. A new generation of players, Greg, coming into the NBA alongside your son Cole. We've got a lot of players who I think are going to have a long-term impact on this game.
There's no doubt about it. Listen, I hope Cole can have the kind of impact that some of these guys are, but look at the Grizzlies. I think they got two terrific ones. Ja Morant has superstar written all over him. Brandon Clark probably surprised some people with his ability to have an impact. And if you look at this past draft, Obi Toppin is one to watch. This is a guy with great size and length who was a perimeter player until he had a growth spurt. So those are the types of players that I think when you combine athleticism and skill with the way the court is spaced, man, can have a tremendous impact in this game.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
Portis is checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. There's a minute left to play in the first quarter. Middleton can't get it to go.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Guys, hard to guard that floater with Irving when he makes it at the speed with which he does.
Connaughton passes to Portis. Back to Connaughton. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Connaughton controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. 6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game.
Now here's Harden. He's tightly guarded, and he gets it to go. Harden's got 6. Milwaukee's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Forbes dishes to Middleton. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Tucker the pass to Portis. Picked his pocket. Now Harden. He's got 6. Pass to Claxton. Here's the 3. And James Harden with the 3. He's got 9.
And without a doubt, one of the most advanced scorers this game has ever seen. Harden can do damage from just about anywhere.
James Harden getting it done for the Brooklyn Nets. He finishes with 9 points. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
Setting the floor for the Nets. Griffin is out there with Brown. Then there's Irving. Then it's Harden. And it's Claxton in at the 5 spot. Over to the left wing. The 3. It's rebounded by Portis. Bucks trail by 4. For 3, Middleton gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field.
And he's just one of those guys who's used to scoring with defenders draped all over him. Middleton there with great focus.
And the pass to Claxton. Back to Irving. Pulls up on the wing. Nets with the new shot clock. Lets the 3 fly. And again, it's the Nets missing.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Shot's good by Middleton.
Well, you like that he shakes off that rocky first period and knocks down a shot. Nice.
Outside Irving. And the basket for the 4th time from the field. He's a healthy 4 for 6.
Guys, how good is Kyrie Irving at shielding off defenders and getting the soft shot up on the drive?
Here's Connaughton. Goes back up. He takes it up and lays it in. Connaughton's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
Taking back the lead once more. Give these teams credit. Man, they are battled.
Neither team willing to give an inch and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch. Well, they're winning largely because of this guy's play. He has been sensational.
Here's Connaughton. He's covered by Irving. Here's Connaughton. Portis trying to free himself. Shot clock at 3. And Portis throws it down. He talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
Here's Irving. No good that time. Now the Bucks take it the other way.
And Doris, last season for Kyrie Irving, really one of waiting. No Durant on the year to play off of, and then Kyrie's season with the Nets was cut short due to injury.
Well, 2nd surgery for Irving in the last 3 years. You obviously hope he and KD can stay healthy and try to revitalize this Nets organization. Irving is so excited about being on the court. The NBA misses him when he's not playing. Let's hope he stays healthy.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Brook Lopez is checked in for Bobby Portis. Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Drew Holiday in for Bryn Forbes. For three, Harris. It's hauled in by Giannis. Here's Milwaukee now. They're on a 13-5 run. Holiday gets the bucket.
And I tell you, Antetokounmpo's evolved into one of the better passing forwards in our league. And when the defense is focused on you that much, you need to be able to find the open man.
Here is Harden. 9 points in the game so far. He dishes it to Aldridge. Lopez with the steal. Only one man back on D.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You want to continue to build on this lead. Right now, still a little too close for comfort.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Kevin, thank you. Now, we have seen continued growth with the NBA's affiliated leagues the last few years. Think about the explosion in popularity of the WNBA, the Basketball Africa League, expansion of the 2K League, greater pay in the WNBA and the G League pathway, along with the unionization of G League players. The league continues to show its commitment to expanding opportunities on multiple levels. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. Jordan, he's checked in for Jeff Green. And here's Harden. He's got 11. Right side, Jordan. It's Solomon to Kumbo. Here's DiVincenzo. Finished off the break. DiVincenzo's got the lead up to 9 now for the Bucks.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Here's Harden. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
And that touch Harden has, making the floater look so effortless coming off his fingertips.
Holiday with it. He's got 7. Pass to Giannis. No good on the last second attempt there. And okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back. It was a big-time first quarter for Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 11 points, 2. And
we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. A fantastic game from Harden in this one.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the center position. They're the group for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. We know how important the draft is, Greg. It can shape an organization. Talk about some of the best draft day deals of the last couple decades. There have been a lot of them.
Oh, there have been a few. I mean, just coming to mind here recently. How about when Kawhi was traded to the Spurs? That was a huge get. Go back
George
to how
Hill.
about Kobe going to the Lakers? McHale and Parrish coming to the Celtics. I mean, we've seen that happen quite a bit, and I tell you what, boy, it can really transform a franchise's future.
Here's DiVincenzo. No good on that one. And it's the Nets taking it the other way.
Well, I guarantee you this is not what they talked about in the locker room. 0 for 3 and looking lost.
Milwaukee leading by 3. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrated. Good on the shot. Antetokounmpo's got 13.
Their first basket in 4 tries. Let's see if that basket gets them going. It can be contagious now.
Harden against Holiday. Outside for Jordan. Pass to Luwawu. Nets passing it around. 5 on the clock. Harden outside. Again, the miss by Harden.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
The shot by Middleton, wide open. Sinks the three-pointer. And it's an 8-point Milwaukee lead.
And this is Middleton's game. He's thinking of shooting it even before the pass hits his hands.
Now, here is Harden. 15 points in the game. Feeds to Harris. Jordan inside. Lopez covering. 9 feet out. He can't get that one to fall. Now the Bucks take it the other way. Middleton drives in. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got 3 assists tonight. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Luwawu Cabarro kicks to Harden. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him.
This has not been a good period for this guy. Out of sync, not letting the game come to him. He's got to settle down and make shots.
Antetokounmpo dishes to Lopez. The emphatic rejection. And here comes Harris, leading the fast break. Drops in the tray. Harris has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
You simply must guard Joe Harris when he's beyond that three-point territory. He will knock down shots if you don't contest.
Back to Holiday. To the inside. Here's Giannis, and it's blocked by Jordan.
Boy, the wingspan of DeAndre Jordan. This guy sends it back with a message. Listen, he can make that shot right there, but I do know they have other options they can go to.
Here's Harden. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Antetokounmpo's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And stolen by Jordan. To the paint. Shooting foul. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
The shot's good.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Here's Irving. Makes that one his 6th of the night, shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
Boy, terrific read. Kyrie Irving understands what the defense is giving him and takes advantage.
34 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Holiday. Lays it up off the glass. Holiday's got 9 points.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Nets trail by 9. Now Irving. 13 points in the game. It's Jordan on the wing. Inside. Here's Aldridge. Rebounded by Tucker. Here's Connaughton. He kicks to Tucker. Portis, the pass to Connaughton. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every...
And so it's Milwaukee, enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been dialed in so far from the field. Right back after this break. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Our 4th quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. So for Brooklyn now, they've got Griffin, Brown out there with Kyrie Irving. And it's Green, and it's Claxton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. It's a 10-point game. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. Portis with it. He's picked up by Irving. Back to Portis. Good.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would have the lead.
James Harden, he's checked in for Brooklyn.
Well, Uncle Drew will go out there and do his thing, won't he? Kyrie Irving, an exceptional player. And in fact, if you ask other NBA players, he's one of their favorite to watch.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Hey, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one. Harden way outside. And the Nets miss again.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Here's Tucker. Over Harden. Tucker can't get it to go. Nets trail by 11. Here's Irving. And the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant 1 foul.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, you can't let him get away with that kind of contact.
Yeah, gee, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays. A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. Harris is checked in for the Nets. And Nicholas Claxton gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Bucks leading by 9. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
And I really marvel at the touch of Antetokounmpo for his size and physique. That's incredible.
Back to Harris. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Harden right side. Basket counts.
And I love seeing Harden get room to shoot from that mid-range position, an effective scorer in that area.
DiVincenzo against Irving. DiVincenzo passes to Lopez. Count it, good. Lopez has got his first basket.
That's the idea. You work the ball into that area. It's a sweet spot.
Harden outside, launches it. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. Giannis has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Yep, that one goes. Holiday's got the lead up to 13 now for Milwaukee.
Want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
Harden's shot is good.
Superb at finishing through contact. Harden is just so elusive and creative on those strong drives.
Antetokounmpo finds Lopez. Giannis with it, and it's Harden picking him up. It's tipped. Here's Irving. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
You wonder what the defender who has to check Kyrie Irving on a nightly basis is thinking, because when he's dialed in, there's no checking him.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. And now the fast break, Irving with the ball. 1:10 left in the 4th quarter. And it's good. He's made 2 for every one he's missed. 10 of 15 in the contest. Bucks leading by 7. And And here is Antetokounmpo. The feed to Lopez. Kick out to Giannis. Just 5 to shoot. 13 feet away. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And the Nets making a change here. Jordan's checked in. There's 45 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. The kick out to Irving. Off target from three-point range. Now the Bucks moving it up. Middleton leading the charge. DiVincenzo gets the bucket.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. The kick out to Irving. Shoots off the step back. They get it again.
How many times have we seen DeAndre Jordan take it off the window and convert? Boy, he is so good.
Middleton with it. Antetokounmpo up top. And so the Bucks take the win. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away. And just about to get underway as the starting fives have been announced. It's Thursday night, and it's the NBA.
Kevin, thanks very much.
Portland is indeed one of the great cities in the NBA. David, thank you. So the Nets starting five. Aldridge out there with DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Joe Harris. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Luwawu in at the three. And for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Powell in at the small forward. Irving. Sweet little floater. Irving's got the first basket of the game for the Nets. Some of the best in the game go at it here tonight, Chris. What an incredible guard matchup we have here in this one.
Oh, Kevin, there are some all-time greats playing at the guard spots these days. It will be a fun matchup to watch.
There's Nurkic putting it right back in.
Well, a big reason Nurkic impacts games is for that ability right there, staying active on the glass at both ends, converting the second chances.
Now, here is Irving. That shot off the mark. And oh, here we go. McCollum's got it, the fast break chance. Buries the jumper to finish the break.
Yeah, and the blinding quickness right there on display for McCollum. He excels at leaking out and capitalizing in the open floor.
Lillard against Irving. Right side Aldridge. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Nurkic with it.
And Yusuf Nurkic, missing a whole calendar year not too long ago, was still involved with the team during that stretch and was a fixture on their bench.
Yeah, shout out to my boy Nurkic, but hey, bro, you had some wild shirts on the sideline. I couldn't even watch the game. You was over there dizzying cats up. But I know you were doing your thing, but he would use clothing to call out other players, teams, and commentators. Nurkic doesn't mince words, and I'm glad he's back and playing.
Irving can't hit. Trailblazers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. McCollum with the ball, guarded now by Irving. Lillard surveying the D. And Luwawu Cabarrot is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Lillard against Irving. Lillard attacking, and then Lillard slams it in.
When Lillard goes to work in the screen and roll, it's a beautiful thing. I mean, you pretty much pick your poison with him in these sets.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. The Trailblazers have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Near the three-point line, it's McCollum. Brooklyn with the rebound.
He's as surprised as anyone with that miss. When he's left alone like that, you can usually count him.
Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play. That sends Kyrie Irving to the free throw line. It's on Damian Lillard. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Cantor checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. Jones checked in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for Lillard. And then for Brooklyn, Nicholas Claxton's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Green comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Brown in for Luwawu Cabarrot. Here's Jones, banked in off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you got to bring much faster help than that.
Now, here is Irving. He's got 5. Second shot opportunity. Puts it up. They get it back. Claxton with the bucket.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
And Simons has got the ball here for the Trailblazers. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played. Out to Anthony. Takes the 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And the shooting form of Anthony, just perfect. He's dangerous with the catch and shoot, and just terrific at scoring when in rhythm.
Now here's Irving. Count it. Irving's got 7 points in the game.
This is why I love his game. You really have to admire his tenacity.
52 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Simons. McCollum outside. Shoots over Brown. Here's Cantor. Jones against Harris. Cantor trying to free himself up. Knocks down the 10-footer. 34 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Irving looking for an opening. Throws it up high.
This is what a leader does. Irving, good at sharing the wealth and getting his teammates going.
Portland's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Cullen passes to Cantor. Here's Simons. High post try. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
Yeah, and that's what I'm talking about. I mean, the D is worrying too much about the other 4 guys. I mean, they can't give him open jumping.
And the basket by Harris.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
A good game so far as we conclude. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And for Portland guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Showing a lot of confidence in their rotation. They went right to that bench when they needed points.
Well, credit the coaching. Some guys wouldn't have made those substitutions in the first quarter. Now it's paying off.
Setting the floor for the Nets. Brown out there with Kyrie Irving. Then there's Griffin, and it's Claxton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Strong interior player. When Cantor is looking to score, he isn't afraid of attracting contact.
Portland shooting their first free throws of the game. First one falls for him. Greg, I know you've played for some great coaches in your day. What is it that separates the truly elite coaches, in your opinion, from just coaches that are pretty good?
I think the one attribute that's most important for a great coach is consistency. And I've said this, you can coach a lot of different ways, you can win a lot of different ways, but you've got to be sincere and true to your principles and your philosophy. And those are the coaches, and I've had them that have done it different ways, but they've been the most successful. And listen, you've also at the professional level, you've got to have a presence about you. You got to have some charisma out there as well to get these men to buy in.
Now Cantor, after the missed three from Damian Lillard. Powell, no one around him. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Powell's got the lead up to 7 now for Portland.
I like to see this Lillard patient reading the D. He finds the open man.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Here's Harden, and that one drops for him.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Now here's Lillard from deep. Knocks it loose. Brown feeling it out a bit. And the dunk by Aldridge.
And this is the power you like seeing from Aldridge, leaving no room for error with that flush.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Now Powell. Back to Cantor. Shoots over Brown. And that one is off. And Brooklyn will come the other way. Here's Harden. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Now just a 1-point Trailblazer lead.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
It's Jones on the wing. Kicks it out to Lillard. Pass to Powell. Clock at 6. 11 feet away. No good. That's miss number 2. He's 1 for 3. Nets have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Lillard the pass to Powell. Back to Lillard. Puts up a 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Lillard's got 5 now.
His three-point shooting is an important part of his game. Lillard has to hit that shot all night if he wants to keep the D honest.
Lillard against Harden. And Harden with the stuff.
I mean, he's just making the D look foolish. I mean, that was one heck of a move to get himself the space he needed to operate.
And how about the slam to finish it off? Not too shabby either. Here's what Portland's going with right now. Nurkic checked in for Enes Kanter. Robert Covington comes in for Carmelo Anthony. McCollum's checked in for Jones. And it's Simons in for Lillard. Now here's Powell. High post, Nurkic. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for James Harden. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Covington into the lane. Back to Nurkic. 6 to shoot. And finished off by Nurkic.
And terrific floor awareness. I mean, it's obvious Covington has a great feel for when his teammates are wide open.
Outside Irving. Lays it up and banks it in. He's got 9.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
And there's the pass to Simons. Now the dish to Nurkic. Here's Powell. Back to Nurkic. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Jeff Green picks one up.
You can't jump at the pump fake. Nurkic is too skilled at getting defenders up in the air.
And both free throws good for Nurkic.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Irving for three. Rebounded by McCollum. Trailblazers leading by 3. Pass to Powell. Feeds to Nurkic. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. The Nets have gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Outside, Green. Passes to Claxton. Irving up top. 9 points in the game so far. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. And a wide open look for McCollum. Nets the corner 3. McCollum's got 5 points so far.
This is who McCollum is. Someone who's ready to fire as soon as the ball touches his hands.
And so it's the All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter suit.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to the first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. They were never able to get the lead above 4. And that'll...
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And as they can't slow him down, you know what you do? You keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. This is the right game plan.
While we've got a moment, let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. On the court for the Trailblazers. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Powell is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in at the 5, down low. Nurkic with the steal. McCollum outside to the paint, and stolen by Jordan. Irving against Nurkic. And it's Irving missing.
That works just like they drew it up until the part where he short arms the layup.
McCollum up top. Aldridge is covering. Out left to the wing. McCollum dishes to Nurkic. Portland moving the ball around. Just 4 to shoot. McCollum no good.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
And McCollum on the floor, all business. Off the court, he's a very outspoken player, very colorful guy. And Greg, you were saying you see a future in media for him when he stops playing.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, McCollum spoke up quickly about the seriousness of the virus when they were playing. He's very knowledgeable and shares what's on his mind. A media position after he's done playing is a very real possibility if he chooses to.
Jones checked in for Portland. And a change for the Nets. Brown is checked in for Harris. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Nurkic has got the lead up to 8 now for the Trailblazers.
Playing with such physicality on the offensive glass. I mean, Nurkic's awesome at slamming misses in.
And the Nets making a change here. Harden's checked in. Now here's Harden. 7 points in the game. He dishes it to Jordan. Harden against Lillard. And here's Harden. And it's Portland with the rebound. Nurkic has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
I think McCollum's mechanics and mindset really come into play in the mid-range game. He's deadly from that area.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Harden. Harden with the stuff.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, coach is definitely pleased. That's the execution he loves to see.
Here's Lillard, following the bucket by the Nets. Over Harden, Lillard finds Covington. Portland needs to get off a shot, and Nurkic gets it to go.
Well, no doubt, Nurkic. knows how to get it done inside. I mean, using all of his height to find the shot.
Harden scanning the floor. And the layup falls. Harden's got 4 points in the quarter. Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent, but 2019 was a year to remember.
No doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent at the top. You think of Zion and Ja, both could be future league MVPs. And the irony is that those two guys were teammates in high school. Go figure.
Go figure is right.
He's been off the mark, but somehow he hasn't held them back as a team.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about then not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
Now, here's Lillard. He's got 5. To Nurkic. He's off on that one. The Nets go the other way with it. Brown with it. Now defended by McCollum. Brown down low. Covington's there. Harden with it. That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket.
One of the best finishers inside, period. I mean, there's nowhere on the floor Harden can't score from.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Nets trail by 4. Their offense has been great here.
Yeah, the ball movement.
Oh, the power on that throwdown.
Wow. I mean, come on, man. Harden is ridiculously clever, including how he decides to posterize you. A superb athlete.
And Lillard kicks to McCollum. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. And Harden with the stuff. Harden's got it all tied up now for the Nets.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard. It's all tied in Portland. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
How about the unselfishness? Night in and night out, we see guys trying to force their own agenda. Not that time.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. They've got Green. Harris is out there with Kyrie Irving. Then there's Griffin, and it's Claxton in at the 4. No good from Irving.
Nothing less than that kind of defense will cut it against them. That's just great work inside.
Cantor, the pass to Giles. From deep. And it's Simons missing.
Oh, that's just a lucky break for deep. Yeah, keep giving him that shot. Bad things will happen.
Irving. And it's good for 2. Irving's got the lead up to 2 now for Brooklyn.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Simons, the pass to Giles. Here's Anthony. And it's off from 3-point range. Outside Irving. Dishes it to Harris. Outside Irving. Count that one. Now it's a 4-point Nets lead.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Simons surveying the D. Little passes to Simons. With the tip, it's good on the putback.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. Harris outside. Left side, Irving. It's blocked. And they're running. Here's Cantor. And Cantor throws it down.
When you pair Cantor's strong frame with the scorer's mentality, you get a guy to love.
Irving kicks to Harris. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Irving misses.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. James Harden, he's checked in for the Nets. Now here's Powell. Down low. Nurkic dishes to Powell. Back to Nurkic. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Still young with loads of upside. Nurkic is comfortable playing the enforcer. I mean, you can tell he wants to keep improving.
DeAndre Jordan's checked in for the Nets. And so it's Harden bringing it up for Brooklyn. Trailing by 2. Third minute of action now gone here. Oh, that was an impressive throwdown.
As if there was any question, Harden with the big-time play.
And the foul on Joe Harris. That is his first foul of the game. Lillard outside. Looking to end his cold spell. And then Lillard slams it in.
That's why you give Lillard the rock. When it's an important possession, you know he's going to rise to the occasion.
Now Harden. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
So the first one drops, and that narrows the gap to 1.
Well, look, I love how Harden does a little bit of everything. Aggressive score, solid rebounder, superb passer, and he's also improving on the defensive end.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. LaMarcus Aldridge comes in for Blake Griffin, and Irving subbed in for Harris. Again, the Trailblazers good for 2.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
This is why they go to him in these spots. I mean, they trust his judgment and ability to score down the stretch.
Now, here is Harden. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Robert Covington picks one up.
And Harden is never scared of physical defenders. I mean, he embraces the opportunity to get these calls when he's shooting. As confident as it gets at the line. He wants to be up there in the tight ball game.
We've got 1:08 left in the fourth. Lillard against Harden. And Lillard gets it to go.
Clutch is Lillard's middle name. Time and time again. This guy comes through for his squad.
Harden outside. And he goes big with the dunk right over Robert Covington.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
That's why they put the ball in his hands. They know they can count on him to make crucial shots.
Now here's Lillard to the middle and stolen by Jordan. 36 seconds left to play here in the fourth, and he gets the bucket.
Oh, man, you got to appreciate the poise of Irving. He's always composed, especially on important possessions.
Lillard fires away from way outside. The Trailblazers rebound. Powell kicks to McCullough. No good from outside. Jordan finds Irving. And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for There it is, the Staples Center. Quite a few injuries here between the two teams. 5 players out tonight.
5 players scratched from the game. If you're one of the healthy players, you're going to get all you can eat.
So the net starting 5. Irving is out there with Luwawu. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Green in at the 3 spot. And for the Clippers, Batum is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then it's Paul George. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's Coffey in at the 3 spot. And the teams we're seeing tonight, Steve, they have very deep rotations.
And Kevin, when you can go maybe 10 deep, it keeps your locker room happy. It also protects your team against injuries sinking a season.
And here's Kennard. Brooklyn with the rebound. And Luwawu gets it to go.
As soon as he had the ball in his hands, he put the pressure on the defense and found the opening.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. They get it back. Here's Zubac, and Jordan sends it back.
DeAndre Jordan is a force on defense, tough to finish when he's lurking.
Outside Aldridge. The Nets working the ball around now. Here's Irving. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
It makes sense, right? You're trying to get off to a fast start, and he can help with that.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile 1 block.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Guys, they've been getting it done.
They came out with a mission, and they have been tough to stop.
Here's Irving. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
And George with the stuff.
Slippery play by Paul George to get inside. He ends up right where he wanted to be for the shot.
Greg, LaMarcus Aldridge taking more 3-pointers last season, easily passing his career highs in attempts with almost 3 a game.
And Aldridge shot a very respectable percentage from outside. In order to play heavy minutes at the 4, you need to be able to shoot. Good to see Aldridge still adding new wrinkles to his game.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. And it's Paul George with the foul. That's his first foul. Some changes for Brooklyn. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Joe Harris comes in for Green. And it's Brown in for Luwawu. Now, here is Irving. He's got 8 from downtown. It's rebounded by Leonard. Irving against Rondo. And stolen by Irving. And now it's Brown running. He can go all the way. And then Brown with the dunk.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
George with no one around. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. George has got his second bucket of the night. Nets leading by 4. Irving with a clean look. From outside, off the mark. LA's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Here's Leonard. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Some solid defense from Brown. Outside Irving. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Rondo scanning the floor. He dishes it to Patterson. Pass to Leonard. Shot clock at 6. Cranes the three-pointer.
What I like about Kawhi's shot, no matter the distance, always seems to be on balance.
Outside Irving. Great D that time from Leonard.
I'm not sure what happened on that play. May have relaxed a little bit once he got to the rim.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. Irving from long range. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
All the way back in high school, Kyrie showed us he has a unique touch from distance.
On the wing, George. The rebound by the Nets.
Yeah, he's kicking himself. No defenders to be found in that mid-range area.
And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. Nets lead by 4. And catching up with Luke Kennard before the game, he discussed what it...
This game, it's...
Greg, you know this. It takes time mentally for the game to slow down.
It's a great point. This is why most championship teams are laden with seasoned veterans. You can't rush experience. It happens at its own pace.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And taking a look at the Nets' performance here, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
That's their mindset. Attack, attack, and attack some more. You're not going to beat them playing soft.
And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. They've got Harden. He's out there with Brown. Harris is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Claxton in at the power forward. Greg, you've always said to have a winning team, you need franchise players. Talk about the specific qualities you look for in those superstars that can catapult a team to greatness.
It's a great question, Kevin. Talent really isn't enough. Whether you lead vocally or by example, the agenda has to be winning, and your best players really define who your team is going to be. So the franchise caliber player is a much needed asset.
And it's Harris with the ball for Brooklyn. 4-point game. Harden against Jackson. Now, here is Harden. He's guarded closely, and he recovers it. That one good for 2. Now, Jackson. No points in the game yet for him. Now the pass to Oturu. It's good.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Nets leading by 4.
And at his peak, Reggie Jackson is one of the better guards in the league. He's still got that confidence.
Yes, he does. Injury slowed him down, but still able to create his shot anytime he wants.
Jackson misses. Brooklyn's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Harden against Kennard. Harden the pass to Claxton. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Claxton's got his first basket of the night.
And arguably no one in the NBA draws more attention than Harden. Part of why he creates so many opportunities for others.
That one's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut back down to 4 with the made basket from Jackson. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter.
And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period.
Here's Mann. That shot off, so Brooklyn will take it the other way. Brown the pass to Claxton. Now the Clippers moving it up. And Morris throws it down.
With a high basketball IQ and improving playmaking abilities, Luke's growing as a distributor.
Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Harden kicks to Harris. No good on the triple.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And it's all evened up.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Now here's Harden. Tight defense on him. The shot, no good.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
As you've seen, they've made numerous attempts to try to get him going. Shows how valuable he is to this offense.
Out to the right wing. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Here's Jackson. Here's Oturu. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
That's the leadership they're looking for from Jackson. Staying patient, surveying the court, locates the open man.
Pass to Harris to halt the run. And again, no good by Brooklyn. And now the Clippers on the break. Jackson's got the ball. No good on the 3. Brooklyn's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Harden finds Jordan. And again, it's the Nets missing. The Clippers in the lead. Kennard, the pass to Jackson. Finished off the break. Jackson's got 4 this quarter.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Brown, right side. Passes it to Claxton.
Definitely got to use the clock here and get the last shot.
But you know, this is where your patience is tested. If you shoot too quickly, you give your opponent a chance to close out the quarter.
And here's Harden for 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
You know what? This has always been a debate. Do you take...
And so we wrap up the first half. Los Angeles on top.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here. A pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. They only had a couple of rough stretches.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
And the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
He's been vital to spacing the floor for them. Makes everything else you want to do easier to accomplish.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Paul George is out there with Kennard. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Then there's Batum. And it's Coffey in at the small forward position.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
The shot by Irving. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
What's nice about this in-between area for Kyrie, compared to going to the rim, he has a little more room to get his shot off.
George. The Clippers shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. That free throw good from George.
The consummate team player, Paul George, is an excellent leader, and he's cool to let others lead also. I'll tell you, he doesn't give points away. Excellent job from the line.
Shoots the 3. That doesn't go in either for Irving. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. And it's sent back by Irving. And there's the foul. It's on Nicholas Batum. That is his first foul of the game. Nets trail by 6. Irving surveying the floor.
He's going to have to wait to hit his first triple of this half. He had 3 at the break.
Hard work and soft hands. Guys, that's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip in. Pass to Zubac. There's the pass to Batum. Clock at 6. A 3-ball. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Irving kicks to Luwawu-Cabarrot. And the 3-ball is good. Luwawu's got 5.
That play is made because of Kyrie's vision and his willingness to share the basketball.
George passes to Zubac. 3-pointer. George, no good.
Ugly start to this half, hitting just 20% from the field. Gotta pick it up.
For the lead, outside for Jordan. Here's Luwawu. And no good, had a chance to take the lead there.
The defense got lucky there. That's one you expect him to drain.
Zubac the pass to George. A 3-pointer is right on target. He's got 14.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Outside Irving. Irving double team. And the rejection by Zubac. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. And Coffey gets it to go. And now a 6-point Los Angeles lead.
And this is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
It's a winning approach when you execute. That's the key. They're playing fast, but also under control.
Jordan, and there's Jordan putting it right back in. Jordan's got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, this is Jordan's mindset, trying to extend the play and convert that effort into points.
George, no good.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Lobs it up for Jordan. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Here's Batum. Finished off the break. Batum's got the lead up to 6 now for the Clippers.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
It's hauled in by Zubac. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the third. Batum passes to Coffey, and stolen by Aldridge. All alone, and DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
You really have to hit DeAndre if you want to prevent him from scoring sometimes. He is just so strong down there in the paint.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Free throw good, Jordan. Clippers leading by 3. 51 seconds left in the third. Rondo against Irving. Makes it off the glass.
Really admire the fact that Rondo is not afraid to go down there in the paint from time to time.
Irving with the ball. He's got 17. Here's Jordan. Brown outside. Pass to Irving. The tray. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
I like the aggressiveness. What I don't like is the lack of efficiency.
And goaltending is going to be the call. And here we go. Coach's challenge on that goaltending call. The coach didn't think the call was correct.
And with this type of goaltending review process, one thing to keep in mind is that the rule states, quote, in order to overturn the event as called on the floor, there must be clear and conclusive visual evidence that the call was incorrect.
And so, Greg, if via replay there is any level of ambiguity, it makes sense that the original ruling would stay. But in that event, the coach has used up his one and only coach's challenge for the game. So, as you can tell, a lot riding on when you choose to use it. And so the decision is in. NBA Replay Center has ruled, guys. The call stands on the goaltend.
And maybe the only downside is that you use up your one coach's challenge for the game. So if anything happens beyond this point, you might wish you had that back. Smart not to take any chances and give it another look on the replay. That's such a valuable safety net for the officials to have.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
A little bit late there, but you tried to get into your opponent's head. Force them to go somewhere else with the ball, and he did that.
He got it up, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for Los Angeles. He finishes with... And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. They've got Griffin on out there with DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Joe Harris, and it's Claxton in at the center. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And the arms of DeAndre just never end. He is a real threat to score, and the defense has to take him seriously.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Luwawu Cabarro comes in for Brown, and Irving subbed in for Harris.
Listen, they're still right in this thing. Missing that free throw, though, keeps this a two-possession deficit.
And here's Leonard from three. Blake Griffin pulls it in. Out of bounds, Clippers ball as the Clippers keep possession. Some changes for Brooklyn. Joe Harris is checked in for DeAndre Jordan, and James Harden has subbed in for Kyrie Irving. Passes it to Zubats, and there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense.
I mean, hard to fathom that Blake Griffin is becoming one of the more prolific three-point shooters among NBA big men.
Greg, it was a shot he barely attempted through his first 6 seasons in the league. Now he's made it a key part of his arsenal.
Shot clock at 5. Rondo dishes to Patterson. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. LaMarcus Aldridge, he's checked in for the Nets. Here is Harden. Pass to Luwawu. Back to Harden. And no good. But close in that one, so he'll shoot 2.
And Harden finished second in MVP voting in 2017, won the MVP in 2018. A multi-talented combo guard who just seems to get better every season.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Harden against Rondo. 6 to shoot. It counts, and the foul. It's going to be on James Harden.
What precision from Rondo. Even when he gets knocked around, he keeps his focus and nails the shot.
And the Clippers making a change here. Mann's checked in. And the free throw, no good. Nets trail by 5. Harden outside. From outside the arc. They grab their own miss. Count the basket.
And you can just see by the way he fought for the putback that he still got a lot of gas in the tank.
Flat out effort play right there. The kind that can be the difference between a win and a loss.
Outside Leonard. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Harden. Outside Leonard. 6 on the shot clock. 3-pointer. Sinks the triple.
You just love how reliable he is. Night in and night out, his offense is there.
Now, here is Harden. Lets it go from deep. Knocks down the 3-ball.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
Back to Rondo. It's stolen by Harris. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Claxton the pass to Harden. That misses, had a chance to tie it there. Los Angeles leading by 3. Leonard attacking, and it's Leonard with the jam.
Can't help but love the way Leonard plays the game. Stone-faced assassin.
And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Irving's checked in for Luawu. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Harden against Jackson from 11 feet away. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
Very surprising. He gets the ball where he wants it in a decent matchup.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Such a crafty score. Nice pump fake by Leonard to draw the foul.
First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6. Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
Good job. Want to keep fueling that lead. Make your free throws.
1:46 left in the fourth quarter. Harden against Jackson. From down low. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Reggie Jackson.
Maybe the best ever at earning free throws. I mean, Harden has mastered the art of contact and still being able to get off the shot.
Boy, did they need those free throws to go down. They're definitely within striking distance.
Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6. And the Nets making a change here. Green's checked in, and so he drops them both. It's a 7-point game. For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Irving kicks to Harden. We've got 1:18 left to play in the final quarter. And he banks in the layup. Harden's got 11 points here in just the second half.
And this is what great players do. Harden understanding how to deliver in a big moment.
George looking over the floor. The pass to Zubac. 5 to shoot. Got a piece of it. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. 44 seconds left in the game. Here's Harden. Count it.
And I just love how aggressive Harden is inside. When he's deep like that, he is ready to finish with authority.
Guys, they're not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some pride.
23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The 3 from George. It's hauled in by Claxton. And here's Brooklyn.
And it's all about the 3 right here.
And they're looking to tie it up. Live to play another period. We'll see what they run right here.
Outside Irving to force OT. Oh, he couldn't make that shot go to force overtime. All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. Now. Check out the fashion style of the Bucks as they... And a few players on the shelf, but the big absence is someone this team is going to be missing tonight. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Middleton in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Nets, Harden out there with Irving. Then there's Green. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Harris in at the 3 spot. Now, here is Irving. Jordan trying to free himself up. No good from Irving. Holiday attacking. DiVincenzo passes to Giannis. Stolen by Harden. 4-on-3 break. Plenty of experience, Greg, on the floor tonight. How does that shape what we're about to see, do you think?
You know, Kevin, this is one of those games where guys are going to be smart out on the floor. They're going to be in the right positions to make plays. And honestly, this could come down to who makes the bigger, tougher shots.
Good work there as it goes.
Oh, a nifty finisher. You didn't think Holiday would back down inside, did you?
Here is Harden. Pass to Jordan. Outside, Green. On the wing, Irving. The feed now to Jordan. Out to Harris. Shot clock at 2. Over Middleton. Harris, no good.
Well, the defense refusing to give up anything easy. Love seeing that kind of intensity.
Here's Middleton. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
Middleton so good under pressure. He's always composed and under control.
The 3 from Harden. Good on the three-point shot.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Bucks have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Here's Giannis. It's not going to go for him. Great D that time from Green. Harris with it. And Holiday picks him up defensively. Harden against Lopez. Jordan dishes to Harden. Nets passing it around. Irving for 3. Rebound, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3. That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Harden kicks to Irving. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Well, you've got to be careful and skillful in how you guard Irving. I mean, he's really adept at drawing fouls.
And he knocks down the first one. Some changes for Brooklyn. Marcus Aldridge is checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Jeff Green. And it's Bruce Brown in for Joe Harris. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. Harden surveying the D. The kick out to Brown. Trying to find Harden, and he's got it now. It's good.
Yeah, and this is Aldridge's sweet spot. I mean, his bread and butter. It's all about finding his rhythm and then letting it go with confidence.
And he wasn't about to do anything that would get him in trouble there.
Nope, up and in with a one-hand finish, the most basic possible.
Yeah, he still made it look good, though.
Harden outside. We've got 1:18 left to play here in the first. Aldridge inside, defended by Portis. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And Milwaukee gets called for the foul.
How about that for the old up fake? Aldridge knows exactly how to get a defender off his feet.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Griffin's checked in.
Well, he's certainly been on target with the free throws. Such an advantage when your bigs can knock them down from the line.
To the inside, Portis. And Portis throws it down.
Middleton, a scorer by nature, that time showing you he can find his teammates, too.
There's 53 seconds left here in the first quarter. Left side, Irving. Baseline Jay on the way. Off the left rim and out.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Shots good by Middleton. Middleton's got his second basket.
That was really a platinum-level effort from Middleton. I mean, crafty in how he carved out room for himself on the interior.
Now here's Harden. Pass to Brown. Aldridge against Portis. Tries from 7. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. The shot by Middleton. Wide open. Buries the long-range jumper. Middleton's got 7 points.
The long-range marksmanship of Middleton cannot be dismissed or forgotten. I mean, even when he's pulling from way outside, he's very capable of making those shots.
That shot, no good. And we reached the end of the first quarter. Bucks lead by 4. And this is what Giannis Antetokounmpo recently told us when he was asked about his goals.
For me personally, I just want to get better. I want the team to
And for Giannis, Greg, the consistency from range has been a focal point.
The more accurate he is from outside, the wider the driving lanes become, making him nearly impossible to stop.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1/4 of action so far. When you consider how the Bucks are doing, what do you guys think?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
Griffin is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. Then it's Harden. Then there's Brown. And it's Harris in at the 3 slot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Passes it to Portis. A shot by Holiday. Nobody around. Great look, but off the mark. Brooklyn trailing. To the paint. And stolen by Portis. Now the Bucks moving it up. Here's Tucker. Finished off the break.
And sometimes it's simply a matter of effort. Tucker outworking people in transition.
Harden against Holiday. Harden outside, and Harris wide open. He shoots, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
Stolen by Tucker. Here's Forbes. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for the Bucks?
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time. Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Milwaukee, another fast break opportunity here. Here's Connaughton. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Here's Brown. Can't hit that one. And Milwaukee will come the other way. Holiday with the 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. Holiday's got the lead up to 11 now for the Bucks. I know you grew up with aspirations of someday getting into politics. Any current players who you could see maybe taking that same route?
No doubt. There's several guys in today's game. Harrison Barnes has the polish, and I know he's had some thoughts that maybe going in that direction. Teammates nicknamed Malcolm Brogdon the president for his stately demeanor and commitment to affecting change. I absolutely see him trying to have an impact socially moving forward. There's several guys, again, who not only have the voice, but the courage to speak out about things that matter most to them.
Many sharp guys in the NBA.
Boy, Tucker ever unselfish in how he goes about his game. Nice job finding his teammate there.
Nets trail by 11. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Harden, and the layup's good off the glass. Harden's got 6 in the quarter.
And not a great start for him in the first, but he's quickly starting to turn it around.
Tucker can't get it to go. And so Griffin will bring it up for Brooklyn. For 3, Harris. Rebounded by the Bucks. Portis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And the call will be against LaMarcus Aldridge. That is his first foul of the game. So for the Nets, Jordan, he's checked in for Aldridge. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Blake Griffin. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for James Harden. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Bobby Portis. Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. Chris Middleton's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Brent Forbes.
Knifing through the defense like warm butter on a biscuit. Irving knows how to get to the rim.
Here's Giannis. Rebounded by the Nets. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Harris with it. And Holiday picks him up defensively. Irving against Holiday. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
You know, I like how Irving also keeps the defense guessing, keeps them off balance, and he's so crafty and creative around the basket.
Both free throws good for Irving.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Here's Middleton, and he drops in the layup off the glass. And that's now 9 points for Chris Middleton.
That's just what we call man-up strength from Middleton. I mean, taking the hit and then kind of effortlessly knocking down the shot as well.
And that does it for the first half of... All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, good to see a competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. The team is told they got themselves into it. And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Without question, Chris Middleton displaying his skills today.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
And on the floor for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And Antetokounmpo inside. Rebounded by the Nets. Jordan's got 4 rebounds in this game. Green passes to Claxton. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo. Bucks leading by 7. And the dunk by Giannis.
I tell you what, it's absolutely foolish and futile to let Antetokounmpo get space to sprint towards the rim. I mean, the dunks he jams home are just downright filthy, ugly, nasty, wicked.
Stolen by Holiday. Fast break, Milwaukee. Back to Antetokounmpo. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Antetokounmpo's got the lead up to 11 now for the Bucks. And for Brooklyn, their shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Irving drives in, and it's good, 2 points. Irving's got 4 points this quarter.
Irving, excellent at converting with either hand. He's got a special talent for finishing in the lane.
Here's Antetokounmpo. DeAndre Jordan grabs the miss. Jordan's got 5 rebounds tonight. And it's Irving missing.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Nets trail by 11. Outside Irving. Now the pass to Claxton. Back to Jordan. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Here's Irving. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Irving's got 12 points in the game. Milwaukee leading by 9. DiVincenzo passes to Lopez. Yep, it counts.
Well, he is so tough to deal with inside. Lopez just too big and too skilled.
Holiday against Irving. And he uses the glass on the layup. He's got 14.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
And stolen by Jordan. And now it's Green running. He can go all the way. Luwawu, the pass to Claxton. Here's Luwawu. taken away by Holiday. One-on-one fast break. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
And though he's still young, Giannis Antetokounmpo is already elite. I mean, his athleticism and length, really hard to contain.
LaMarcus Aldridge, he's checked in for the Nets. Harden comes in for Kyrie Irving. And then for Milwaukee, P.J. Tucker comes in for Brook Lopez. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Drew Holiday. Here's Harden. And Harden with the stuff.
You know, big guys like Jordan who can facilitate are really valuable. Spots the open man and gets it right to him.
And Clark, when you look at the footwork of James Harden, arguably some of the best in the history of this league.
And you know, Greg,
and it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Middleton can't get it to go. Nets trail by 9. There's 37 seconds left to play here in the third. Here's Harden. Oh, and James Harden throws it down hard.
And Harden, an absolutely vicious dunker. Terrific at bouncing towards the rim for the epic throwdown.
DiVincenzo kicks it to Tucker. It's hauled in by LaMarcus Aldridge.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
It's Harden with the drive.
In addition to his strength, Harden has deceptive quickness. He just has this unique knack to get by whoever's guarding him because he's strong and crafty.
On the wing, DiVincenzo. Off target from outside. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Bucks lead by 5. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Brooklyn. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard with the pass right on the money.
Terrific versatility coming from a big man. Not something that the majority of big guys possess.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. So for Brooklyn now, Joe Harris is out there with Griffin. Then there's Brown. Then it's Harden. And it's Aldridge in at the center. And we just got a second look there at the exceptional Mobile One block.
And that'll give him a jolt. Nothing like a rejection to light a fire under you.
And Harden launches it from deep. Let's keep it alive.
You know, after connecting on one three-pointer in the first half, he hasn't netted another one since.
Griffin dishes to Harden. And the jam by Harden.
What a find by Griffin. He's a lot more skilled as a passer than he gets credit for as far as power forwards go. He has terrific vision.
And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. Tucker the pass to Portis. And they pick up 2.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Outside Griffin. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Count that one.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches. He used to say, that ain't gonna get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
No good from Connaughton. And here's Aldridge. He'll bring it up for the Nets. It's a 3-point game. Here's Portis. The shot, no good. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. It's Harden with the drive, and it's Harden slamming it down.
Boy, it's amazing to me how easy Harden makes it look. I mean, when he's locked in, he feels like there's nobody that can guard him, and he's right most of the time.
DiVincenzo passes to Portis. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Boy, he's been a rock of offensive support so far, and when they've needed a basket, they've turned to him.
Harden against DiVincenzo. And with that, the Bucks lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Harden.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
You know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Pass to Forbes. 5 on the clock. Here's Connaughton. Portis trying to free himself. The layup off target. The Nets have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the 4th quarter so far.
This is not unfamiliar territory for Harden. He is used to being the go-to guy, especially when his team needs a big hoop.
Here's Connaughton to the wing on the left. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. Brooklyn making some changes. Jordan, he's checked in for Aldridge. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Blake Griffin. And Irving subbed in for James Harden. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Portis. Giannis Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. Chris Middleton's checked in for Bryn Forbes. And it's Drew Holiday in for Pat Connaughton. Harris, no good. For Milwaukee, they've gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the 4th quarter. And the shot goes in. And the Bucks lead by 1.
Boy, I love the unselfishness there. I mean, if you're open Antetokounmpo, make sure you get the ball.
Irving looking over the floor. Pass to Claxton. Back to Irving. Dishes to Jordan. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Hey, that's why you want an experienced veteran like DeAndre Jordan. That's a huge hoop from him.
For 3, Middleton. It's hauled in by Brown.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide open look.
Claxton the pass to Irving. 1:05 left here in the 4th quarter. From 12 feet out. Again, the Nets for 2.
Do not expect anything less from Irving. A clutch performer. He loves knocking down the big shots.
Antetokounmpo dishes to Lopez. That shot missing. Great D that time from Jordan. Oh, and here we go. Irving's got it. The fast break chance. Kicks it to Jordan. Back to Irving. Good.
Kyrie, not a bad answer. He'll give you the needed hoop when you need it most.
No time to waste on this possession.
Got to go right up with it and then foul immediately.
Here's Giannis. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. He hits the first one, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. So for the Nets, Luwawu Cabarrot, he's checked in for Joe Harris, and it's James Harden in for Brown.
And that makes it a 1-possession game, guys. Got to be the biggest free throws of the game thus far.
Now here's Irving. And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's...
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
But traffic in New York City. And Dave.
Well, guys, I'm very...
He's certainly come a long way, DA. Thanks. Both teams tonight dealing with some injuries. Here's a look at who's out for the evening.
And with both teams at less than full strength, we'll have to see which side is able to remain more effective.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Powell in at the 3, the small forward. And for Brooklyn, we've got Jordan, Harden out there with Kyrie Irving. And it's Green, and it's Harris in at the 3 spot. So the Portland Trailblazers able to put the first points up on the board. Irving for 3. That shot misses. And the Trailblazers going the other way. McCollum against Irving. Powell, the pass to Nurkic. Back to Powell. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Realizing when the defenders have overcommitted, like how Nurkic looks to hit the open man.
Harden outside. Harden draws the double. Outside for Jordan. This one for 3. And it's Portland with the rebound.
When the D forgets about him on the perimeter, they're playing with fire. Lucky they don't get burned here.
Tries it from 19, and again it's Portland converting.
Superb form. Lillard has the mid-range shot on lockdown.
Brooklyn's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket. Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
The Trailblazers have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Lillard against Harden. Here's the 3.
And Harden showing great strides of improvement on D. Really doing his best to bother shooters.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Here's Harden. The teardrop falls in.
Even from that range, the floater is one of the toughest shots in the game.
Nurkic kicks to Powell. Back to Nurkic. Up top Powell, guarded by Harris. Just 5 on the clock. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul. So for the Nets, Marcus Aldridge is checked in for Jordan. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Jeff Green. And it's Bruce Brown in for Harris. Cantor checked in for the Trailblazers. Now here's Cantor. Now Lillard. And the basket is good. A lot of great talkers over the years. Trash talkers on the floor in this league. Do you think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg? Or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question. And believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, but I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
Well, I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that right now.
No, we don't do that.
Cantor dishes to McCollum. Shot from free throw range. Kept alive. Tries again. And it's sent back by Aldridge. The kick out to Irving. Pass to Claxton. Over McCollum. Claxton with the bucket.
I love seeing that kind of unselfishness. Irving has proven to be a sensational teammate.
Trailblazers leading by 7. Lillard outside. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Irving looking for an opening. Denied for the 3rd time. He's 0 for 3. Brown against Powell. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Here's Irving. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make, he is 1 for 4.
Love how strong Irving finishes. Awesome at fighting through the defense and sinking these shots.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Lillard from deep three-point land. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession.
That's just a needless giveaway. You got to make the defense work for their turnovers.
And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile 1 block.
And early in the game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. And Joe Harris is subbed in for James Harden. Here's Irving. Crew on the 14-footer.
So smooth in everything he does. Irving will score the ball from anywhere.
Lillard outside. Portland no good that time either. And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for the Portland Trailblazers. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
When I'm training in the summer.
The team seems to support, Greg, that philosophy 100%.
The game has changed. Some guys would rather take a few steps back to get a cleaner look. Lillard being one of them.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And for Portland guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
They've been quicker to the ball, showing great anticipation and terrific hustle.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the 2nd quarter of basketball. Setting the floor for the Nets. Joe Harris is out there with Griffin. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge. Then there's Brown. And it's Irving at the 1 spot. And Harris wide open. He shoots. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Harris has got his first 3 points of the game. And so it's Anthony bringing it up to the Portland Trailblazers. And Joe Harris, the lethal shooter. He can also be a threat in the pick-and-roll game.
Yeah, Harris does a great job reading what a defense is giving. He's more than just a catch-and-shoot type of player. Harris can hit shots on the move and isn't afraid to go at defenders.
Harris, no good.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Back to Canner. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
A true inside-outside player. We know Cantor can hit a 3, but he's at his best closer in.
Outside Irving. Pass to Jordan. Back to Irving. Takes the 3. Nailed from three-point land. Irving's got 5 points in the quarter.
Such a smooth operator. I mean, Irving knows he has the green light to let it fly from deep.
Little passes to Cantor. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
And I like the decision-making. He's taking what the defense is willing to give him.
Oh, yeah, and that's just a good read on his part. And as usual, his mid-range jumper is on point.
Irving for 3. Cans it from downtown. Irving's got the lead up to 2 now for Brooklyn.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the result.
Little passes to Jones. A pass to Simons. That one goes. Count it. Brooklyn's gone 3 of 4 with the long-range bombs here in the 2nd quarter. Outside Irving. Fires the 3. And Cantor pulls it down.
Boy, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Here's Simons. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Now, here is Irving. 12 points for him. That's good. He's 5 for 9. Here's Little. There's a minute 47 left to play here in the half. Pass to Simons. Dishes it to Cantor. Clock at 6. And the layup's good off the glass. Cantor's got 6 here in this quarter.
I mean, it took him a long time to get into the flow of the game, but the points are starting to come for him now.
Irving passes to Brown. Jordan kicks to Brown. Irving from long range. Add basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Here's Simons. He feeds it to Cantor. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Here's Irving. 17 points in the game. Fires the 3. Offensive rebound.
He possesses an unending supply of energy. We've seen it over the years. Griffin is awesome at hitting the boards with force.
Here's Simons. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Kicks to Little. And that one drops.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Oh, you know what it is. One play at a time. That's got to be the mindset, especially in such a tight game.
A 3. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game. Thanks so much, David. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, welcome. Leading the way at the start, it was Damian Lillard. He had 9 points and 1 assist. What'd you think about Portland, Kenny?
Well, I have to point to their efficiency on the offensive end. Hey.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And as they can't slow him down, you know what you do? You keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. This is the right game plan.
Here's who Terry Stotts is starting the second half with. They've got Powell. Giles is out there with Robert Covington. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. And it's Lillard in at the point. Portland leading. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
You two players.
And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. Passes it to Covington. Nurkic kicks to Lillard. From deep three-point range. Rebounded by the Nets.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Oh, trying to take advantage of that extra space on the perimeter. We see a lot of this now.
Now, here is Harden. That's tipped. Second half just getting started. About a minute played. Nobody near Lillard. A three-pointer off the mark. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Nets. It's a one-point game. He dishes it to Griffin. Kicks it out to Harden. Griffin trying to get open. Harden, that's good.
The bearded one's mid-range jump shot, money. I mean, he has a great feel for when to shoot from it.
Lillard against Harden. Lillard, the pass to Powell. Back to Lillard. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out. Lillard's got 11 points.
Gotta D up Lillard at all times. You can't afford to lay off of him for a second. That's when he strikes.
2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. And a deep three from Harden. Offline with his three. The Trailblazers have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Here's Lillard, and then Lillard slams it in.
And don't sleep on Lillard's vertical. When he's going strong to the bucket, he's capable of throwdowns like these.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence. No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Again, the miss by Lillard.
Now, you can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
You're exactly right. I mean, that's the kind of shot you're trying to work for at the offensive end.
Now, here is Harden. Griffin passes to Chioza. Lillard against Harden. Fires for three. They get the rebound, and Griffin stays with it.
Incredible at positioning himself on the glass. Griffin, he has a strong feel for when to go after put-back jams.
Lillard outside. Pass to Giles. Lillard outside. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Lillard is phenomenal at penetrating to the bucket with his speed, athleticism, difficult to slow down.
Harden surveying the D. Another miss by Harden.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Oh, man, awful display from him so far. But you know he's going to keep working to try to turn it around.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second three of the game.
So it's Brooklyn now after Damian Lillard was able to get the three to go. Chioza passes to Griffin. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Griffin's got his third bucket of the night. Portland leading by 4. Lillard outside. There's 49 seconds left to play in the third. And the pass to Giles. Outside Covington. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Trailblazers lead by 6.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
From deep, Harden. Shot's good. Griffin making the play. Harden's got 7 points.
Oh, that's just the confidence Harden has in himself. I mean, ready to fire as soon as he receives the pass.
And Lillard kicks to Giles. Took the opportunity when he saw it. Giles has got 4 points in the quarter.
And he's not going to pass up that one. And trust me, he should. He's solid from that in-between there.
Harden outside. Misses the deep three-point attempt. That's a 2 from Lillard, and it's good. But hold on, the officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And not so fast. The officials are going to check that shot again and make sure they got it right before we go to the fourth.
And the NBA Replay Center in Secaucus is queuing it up. And even before we look at the replay, I'm pretty sure he got that off in time.
And so it's the Portland Trailblazers heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. Back to the action after this word. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Oh, beautiful feed. Always a luxury to have a big man who can see the whole floor.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Irving is out there with Harden. Then there's Green. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Claxton in at the 4 spot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. And on the way from Irving for three. And the rebound by Nurkic.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Covington dishes to Nurkic. McCollum against Harden. Goes back up. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more. Greg, when you played for the Knicks, I always heard that Charles Oakley would cook for the players. Is that true?
Absolutely. Oak was very particular about his food. And I got to tell you, he knows his way around the kitchen. And to be honest, I would never tell him otherwise.
Well, what was his specialty?
Whatever he made, it was special. It wouldn't matter.
Count that bucket. Irving's got 19 points.
I like how Irving fills the defense out. He's sensing he has room to shoot and fire once he gets the rock.
Irving against McCollum. Here's Nurkic. Good on the 13-footer. Nurkic has got the lead up to 12 now for the Trailblazers.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
We talk about killer instinct all the time. He definitely has it. He's keeping his foot on the pedal here.
Simons, the pass to McCollum.
Who's watching him?
Pass to Simons. Rejected by Harris. And he's able to get it back. McCollum left side. Cantor. Great positioning on the putback. And the Trailblazers lead by 14.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Here's Irving. Makes that one fall. It's his 8th bucket in 15 shot attempts.
And right now, Irving is percolating. I mean, he's so good at creating and remaining assertive on offense. Time for the percolate.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Cantor. Some changes for Brooklyn. LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for Jordan. And it's James Harden in for Bruce Brown. And Portland with a change here, too. Giles checked in for Nurkic. And that was a great replay we just saw of our Mobile One block.
And guys, that's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to the shot.
One of the best point guards in the league at getting inside and finishing. Kyrie Irving.
And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for Portland. They've led by as many as 14 points. There's the triple. It's good from long range. McCollum's got 8 here in the quarter.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Yeah, I mean, that's not a guy you can leave alone. Not if you have any hope of closing the gap.
Irving's shot is good.
I mean, he's a strong finisher. He exhibits great body control. Irving, he's a special talent.
Trailblazers leading by 11. McCollum with the ball. Passes it to Simons. McCollum against Harden. Giles in the corner. 5 to shoot. Portland needs to get off a shot. That 3 off the mark.
Now, you don't see that very often. A wide open 3 is usually like a layup for him.
Irving against Jones. 3-pointer. But they recover it. Aldridge. Harris outside. And it's off from 3-point range. Portland's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Trailblazers.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Lillard.
You look at the energy he brought on both ends of the floor, and it's easy to see why he was a difference maker.
And Cantor wide open. He shoots. Portland again missing.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
Well, it's tough, man. When you get to this point in the game, you fought hard, did your best, but just wasn't enough.
And on the way from Irving for 3. The offensive rebound. That one's not going to go. Pass to McCollum. From deep. It's hauled in by Harris. Outside Irving. A 3-ball. No good. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. A solid. David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks. The activity in front of the Brooklyn Museum, not too far from our setting today here at the Barclays Center. Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sport. Quite a few injuries here between the two teams. 5 players out tonight.
5 players unavailable tonight. A lot of minutes and shots to go around.
And the Clippers starting 5. They've got Batum. Paul George is out there with Reggie Jackson. Then there's Kawhi Leonard, and it's Zubats in at center. And for the Nets, Jordan is out there with Green. Then there's Irving. Then it's Harden, and it's Harris in at the 3. A shot by George, wide open, and Leonard stays with it.
Well, an all-star willing to do all kinds of dirty work on the offensive end. Kawhi mixing it up.
Harden the pass to Irving. Indoors tonight, 2 experienced teams will be battling.
Well, what you come to expect with experienced rosters are excellent defensive rotations, game plan discipline. These guys know how to play the game, so let's see how this plays out.
And there's the pass to Zubac. Jackson kicks to George. 6 to shoot. Up again. It's good on the putback.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Jackson against Harden.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Outside Batum, and stolen by Kyrie Irving. Lobbed up there for Green. Batum with the steal. Leonard dishes to Jackson. Here's George. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time.
How about Paul George? Puts it on the deck, uses that explosive quickness. This guy is really hard to contain.
Here's Harden. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. The Nets shooting their first free throws of this game.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
And both free throws good for James Harden.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
And here's George. Offensive rebound.
Well, hard blue-collar work ethic on display. This guy just beating everyone to the ball.
Harden outside. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. And Harris wide open. He shoots. And again, it's the Nets missing.
Boy, having a hard time making shots. Just 1 for 4 to start this game.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
And it's Harden with the ball for the Nets. 6-point game.
When the story of Kawhi Leonard is told, it will be about the hard work being the secret of his success. Here was a guy who was not the most vaunted prospect in either high school or college. But boy, he kept his eyes on what he was after, and he kept working.
Now, here's George. Jackson has the open look. And the 3 off target.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Jordan, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
What about the intensity? Go ahead, Mr. Jordan. We see you working out there.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. And Doris, you were talking about Leonard's work ethic. Going back to San Diego State, he used to come in at 6:30 in the morning. No lights on in the gym, so he brought his own lamps. I mean, the guy was dedicated.
No doubt, Kevin, and that has been the through line of his career. First to practice, last to leave. He has that hunger to improve, the drive and the desire to put in the time to be great. There's a price to be paid, and he's willing to pay it.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Aldridge comes in for Jordan, and Nicholas Claxton subbed in for Jeff Green. And then for the Clippers, Patterson comes in for Nicholas Batum. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Jackson. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Here's Rondo following the basket by Kyrie Irving. That one goes in.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Harden surveying the hammer at home. Hammer at home. baby.
That is authority right there.
It was. Rondo on top, guarded by Harden. The three from Leonard. It's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Leonard's got 9.
Leonard doesn't give the defense time to react. His catch and shoot game is on point.
Here's Harden, and the jam by Harden.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Kawhi Leonard has been on display for Los Angeles. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
I love the determination. They want to go after every rebound out there and overwhelming to the opposition right now.
They've got Griffin, Harden out there with Brown. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge, and it's Claxton in at the 4 spot. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. Griffin, no one around him. Offline with his 3. Clippers leading by 5. Rondo with a clean look. Offensive rebound. Patterson. And it's sent back by Aldridge. The Nets shooting around 36%. They're just not able to finish consistently. Here's Harden on the wing. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Greg, you were a feared ball hawk in your playing days, and I know you see similar players playing today.
No doubt about that, Kev. You know, Ben Simmons, a player at 6'10", with those hands. He's incredible to watch on that. And how about Fred VanVleet, though? He's a guy, they say he's 6'1". I don't know, but he gets into you and competes, man. And that's the beauty of our game. You know, you can be as big as the trees and have a major impact, or you can be one of those little fellas, as they like to call us, and be equally as effective on the floor.
Like the Chris Pauls, the Patrick Beverleys, there are a lot of those guys that play the ball like you did so well. Yeah, right. Great players. Clippers leading by 4. Patterson finds Morris. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Rondo with it, picked up by Brown. Back to Morris. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Well, Marcus Morris is a guy who is unafraid of a little contact. That's a nice play right there.
DeAndre Jordan's checked in for the Nets. Brooklyn with the ball. Now, here is Harden. He's got 9. And it's Harden slamming it down.
And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
Here's Mann. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. From downtown, that one misses. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Here's Brown. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
Listen, we know the mid-range game is in this guy's arsenal, but you wonder, should he have moved it just one pass more?
Oturu's shot is off.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
Harden the pass to Jordan. And now here's Rondo, the fast break opportunity. In the corner, Kennard with it. Morris outside. Los Angeles with another miss.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
For 3, Harris. Offensive rebound, Nets. Harden finds Harris. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harris has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And there's 1:45 left in the first half. Rondo passes to Oturu. Griffin with the steal. And another turnover here by Brooklyn. So for the Nets, LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Green comes in for Blake Griffin. And it's Kyrie Irving in for James Harden. And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile one block.
And guys, that's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to the shot.
Here's Leonard. Doesn't go that time. Some solid defense from Harris. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Irving kicks to Green. Pass to Brown. Looking for Aldridge. He gets it there. And here's Green outside. No good. And the Clippers will come the other way. Pass to Irving. From past the arc. And the Nets miss again. Los Angeles has got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. It's stolen by Green. Only one man back on D. Irving, good. Irving's got the lead up to 1 now for Brooklyn.
Well, this is one of the best in the league at converting off contact. What body control by Kyrie Irving.
Jackson from long range. They get it again. Zubats, that's good.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Brooklyn's gone 1 of 6 from three-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%, but they've continued to let him fly. Nobody near Irving. Another miss by Irving. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. A 3 from Leonard. It's the three-point bomb. And now a 4-point Los Angeles lead.
I don't think there's anything Leonard can't do on the basketball court. He can score inside, the mid-range, long range. He'll hurt you from absolutely anywhere.
And a close game so far through the... Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball. Follow it.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K. The story early on was Kawhi Leonard, who was on fire. He had 12. And that does it for our...
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. Batum is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Then it's Paul George. And it's Jackson in at the point guard position.
Boy, the floor spacing that Kyrie Irving brings to the table is impressive. This guy can cash in from deep consistently.
Jackson against Irving. Now here's Jackson. Not a lot of room. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Batum. Doesn't go for him. Great D that time from Green. Nets trail by 3. Johnson kicks to Harris. Back to Johnson. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Irving finds Aldridge. Shoots over Zubac. Aldridge can't get it to go. And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers.
There's a real knack for understanding when a guy is uncovered, and Paul George's court awareness on display right there. Beautiful.
Pass to Johnson. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Yep, it goes, and the Clipper lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket from Irving.
And even through contact, Kyrie still able to finish shots consistently.
Irving against Jackson. It's stolen by Johnson. And now the fast break. Irving with the ball. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That is his first foul of the game. So for the Nets, Blake Griffin comes in for Jeff Green. And it's James Harden in for Harris. Patrick Patterson, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Marcus Morris comes in for Leonard. Here's Irving. The putback, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And ever since entering the league, that's been one of Griffin's favorite ways to score, attacking that offensive glass.
George dishes to Patterson. George passes to Patterson. Back to George. To the right side. Shot clock at 6. It's hauled in by LaMarcus Aldridge.
Well, they have the advantage, but you still feel like this guy needs to find a way to get himself going.
You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they are forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed. But it's always existed. And the reality is this. You become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
Griffin dishes to Aldridge. Tries to save it. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Kicks it to Patterson. They get it back.
Love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. Shot is good, and the Los Angeles leads cut to just 1 point on the basket from Irving. The Clippers have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Rondo finds Kennard. There's 49 seconds left in the third quarter. Count it. Kennard's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Now how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Now Harden. He's got 11. Over Kennard. Harden kicks to Aldridge. A putback. Great positioning on the putback.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That is his first foul of the game. "19 seconds left here in the third quarter. Here's Kennard. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And a nice spark for their offense here in the second half. Now above 50% for the game.
The Clippers shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game. That free throw good from Kennard. Harden with it. He's got 13. And he makes good on the layup. Harden's got 15 points.
And a staple of Harden's attack. Sometimes it seems he's better finishing through contact on the drive.
It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Clippers ahead, leading by just 2. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the 4th quarter of action when we return. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or 2 when he needs to.
Well, having multiple playmakers on the floor makes you a much tougher team to defend.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Brown out there with Harden. Then it's Joe Harris. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Claxton in at the power forward position. So that's the Nets 5. Brooklyn trailing. And here's Harris from the arc. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubats has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession.
Active hands from him as he's able to deflect that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
And the Clippers making a change here. George is checked in. Rondo scanning the floor. 4 on the shot clock. Out to Morris. Wide open look here for Zubats. Off target from three-point range.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Harden against Rondo. And here's Harris from the arc. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got 3 assists now in this one.
One thing I love about Joe Harris, he has now become confident in catch-and-shoot situations. He wants to be assertive.
And here's George. Puts up a 3. Bangs home the trifecta. And the Clippers lead by 2.
I'll tell you, tough first half, puts it in the rear view. The shooting percentage starting to reflect that.
Harden outside. The pass to Claxton. Harden has a wide open look. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Harden's got the game tied up here for the Nets. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Outside Rondo. Elbow shot. Zubats. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Brown outside. Back to Harden. He kicks it to Jordan. And that one drops for him.
Well, DJ with the fearless opportunity, boy. What a shot.
Now, here's George. From deep three-point range, they get it back. Zubats. Morris finds George. Lets it go from the baseline and nails it.
These are the shots we have come to expect from Paul George. This guy is cold-blooded.
Here is Harden. Score that one for him. His 8th field goal. 8 for 11 on a very accurate night.
And this is what great players do. Harden understanding how to deliver in a big moment.
4th quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Leonard on the wing, guarded by Harris. Here's Zubats. Back to Leonard, beyond the arc. That one doesn't go. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Gets the bucket and the foul. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We'll have to now review the personal foul in question.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, during the last break, I heard Tyronn Lue talking with his team. This is a close game, as you know, and he sounded extremely confident. He told the players, don't let up now, fellas. This is when we make our move, right now. Kevin?
George, that's a two-pointer. It's in! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within one.
Such a clutch shooter. This guy lives for these kinds of moments and delivers.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Harden outside. Jacks up a three. Off the mark. And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. That was a fun night of basketball.